All right. So let's get this thing going. So we are now gonna be looking at gold. We have the gold and NASDAQ. Some crazy runs going on. All right, so let's take a look here. I'm gonna be looking at the NASDAQ here up on another screen. I wonder if it could plot the levels on this. That'll be dope. Why? Okay. So could NASDAQ get back up here? I may be looking for some shorts. I'm gonna be seeing though. See what plays out. That move on the NASDAQ, that looks like that was the real nice one. That little short. We're gonna kind of see now. Looks like it may want to do some funny chop. Back over here to gold. Gold was the ripper. Didn't quite get to that pivot point though. Let's see any news or anything coming out. What's coming out for the day? So we have the NASDAQ over here, and then we have gold over here. So we have both of those, and then what we have here, we have the NASDAQ, the S&P, and then gold. So I kind of look at all of these. I kind of see what levels are being really hit. Of course, I draw my trend lines, horizontal lines, and things like that. But I like to see the specific levels, because sometimes the level, like this level, right? You would think it'll come up to 75 or 80. Look at here. It wasn't at 75. It was at 79, 75, 75, right? So that's a specific level, right? So I kind of like to play around these levels. Go. Then I have heavy orders down here, or just higher than normal. And then I have ones here. This helps me kind of look at the flow, right? How's it flowing? Is it fast, a fast market, a slow market, right? So I'm just on that same journey, man. The crazy thing about trading is that trading will test you in every way, right? It'll test you in every way, test your mind, how you're thinking, brings up all type of past things. Those type of things matter, right? And those are things you got to get resolved, right? You want to get those resolved, start resolving those, especially before you start coming to the charts, right? It's kind of like a projection of views, man, which is so crazy, right? Something bad may happen one, you know what I'm saying? Something within you in the day, you know, something bad to you. And then you come to the chart and you want to take it out on the chart, right? You want to try to, I'm going to go in. I'm going to really, no, you can't do that. You don't want to do that. Sometimes the crazy part is that sometimes you win, right? Sometimes you win those moments, which is crazy. Gold looks like it's having a nice reaction down here. Let me see. Kind of off of that last little wick, really, from the previous day. Didn't quite make it to the pivot. Let's see if there's any kind of fields here. Yeah, the little 25,236 field, that's kind of giving it some trouble right here. So if we could break above that, we could possibly get up to 40, 50, right? That'll be a good move actually for gold. Once we start breaking down though, I mean, this low could be, we could be heading way down, right down to the 38.75s, right? If this thing starts really breaking down, right? If this thing starts really breaking down below that 4,000 level, that's what I'll be looking for, right? So I'm gonna be watching that closely. See what kind of news starts coming out, if any kind of news flow. Matter of fact, let me get the news up as well. Okay. So there's some crazy news coming out, man. Wednesday, so interest rate decision is coming up for tomorrow. Tomorrow's gonna be a real big day. All right, so tomorrow, definitely be watching out. Interest rate decision, right? Interest rates is definitely gonna move the market tomorrow. And the crazy thing is that we're in a shutdown, right? We're in a government shutdown. We're making all-time highs, which is so crazy, right? That is so crazy to me. Okay, so we got trade with US and China, Japan. Let's see what kind of other news coming up. So really tomorrow, man. See, they stop having a news here. Let me find it here somewhere else. I want to see US news. All right. Not saying interest rate. Okay, yeah. Okay, so we got 7-year yields tomorrow. 52-week bill high yield. Okay. And then we got a meeting with Trump here, actually, with business leaders. And we have quarterly earnings for PayPal. So those are going to be some big, really big news deals there. Especially got Trump. Then you have earnings with United Healthcare actually as well. So that's going to be another mover. That's going to be another big mover. So what I would like to see doesn't matter. that's what I've been learning, really, right? What you would like to see does not matter, right? You got to be more really reactional when it comes to trading. React more, right? You want to react more and then kind of see what the market is doing, right? See what it's going to give you, right? Don't go in there thinking you're going to make it do anything, because it's not, right? You're not going to make it do anything. Your order isn't going to make it do anything. So you got to go in here and play smart. All right, play at smart times, smart levels. Pick your levels, right? Pick a stop, some kind of level, right? That qualifies a stop or invalidation point, and then take those trades. And that's the name of the game, right? That's the name of the game, and rinse and repeat, right? And you're gonna have losses. I don't know any trader in the world at all that does not have losses, right? As people that don't have losing years, right? You losing years, you can take a streak and not have a losing day, right? You may not have a losing day for a month, 2 months. There's people that'll go 6 months, really. You could put some not crazy strings of streaks together, right? But in all of those, you're gonna have little invalidated trades, right? And use those to your strong suit, right? Just rinse and repeat, right? It tells you something, right? You may think it should do something, it doesn't. That's information, right? That's information. So right here is pretty slow, right? Only at 9 o'clock, of course. Asian session, I usually get some type of Asian. I like to scalp an Asian, right? And then around 12 o'clock, going into London, right? I may take a nice trade there before going to sleep. Then wake up again and do it again. Look at the market, see what kind of trade's setting up. NASDAQ though, did it hit 20? It did hit 26,000. 26,000 was hit, man. So maybe a drop in pop, right? Some type of drop in pop. That's what I'm thinking. But what I just mentioned, what I'm thinking doesn't matter. Right now we have absolutely no volatility, right? I'm thinking about building a tool as well. I'm thinking about building a kind of like a dashboard, right? That kind of give you all your information of really just make a decision. That's the main thing that it comes down to, right? Do you want to buy? Do you want to sell? Or do you want to do it nothing, right? And it's really those three choices. Right, and you could just express it in different ways, right? So let's see about any other markets out here. So as that news source was mentioning, another rate cut, right? Some possible rate cut. I mean, for the markets to just blast off some more would be crazy. from what I'm seeing, there will be some type of rate cut. I mean, just looking at the bonds by themselves, man. Looking at bonds right now, especially like your 30 years, ultras. I mean, those are at some nice levels, man, to kind of blast off. It's a major decision point, that's for sure. Especially for this month. For this year, actually. See what we get here. I like to look at the heat map chart, really, right? Kind of gauge everything. This lets me gauge the entire sentiment of the market. All right, so I kind of see for the day what is actually going on, right? As a whole. So we got all the products here. Right now, I mean, everything is pretty much asleep. Let me look at like oil or something. Let's see if anything there is going to be moving. I was looking for some major down moves on oil, right? I mean, especially in this zone. It's in a nice zone I wanted to sell in. It just wasn't really that big up move was crazy, right? Because I was really, let me see. Yeah, last week. Okay, so last week was crazy. I mean, it just pretty much wiped out so much. I was thinking that break of 55, man, would be really something. So they're holding 55 on oil, that's for sure. 55 a barrel. They're like, let's not get lower than that. But I see it going lower, man.